Hi guys, Samantha from Thread Collective here. We had someone comment and ask if we could do a specific video for the Ladybug showing how we set it up in double drive and also how to tension it when it's in the double drive mode. So I'm just going to quickly walk you through that today. At the moment you can see it's got the Scotch tension set up on it, so we've got the poly band on and we've got the brake band and everything here. I am just going to unscrew these screws down here. One screw out. Now that's done, you can see this gives you a bit of a gap here that you can pop that through. So that's how you take that off. If you do need to take it off, you might be installing this for the first time, in which case you may not have to take the band off at all. And then put those screws back in when you are setting up the double drive band. Unless you've already pre-looped it, you do not need to run it through there. I'm actually going to show you guys how to measure out your string in case you have to cut a new piece. The Ladybug does come with string for you to do this. I don't know where mine is. I normally like to use like butcher's twine or a thick weaving cotton, so like an 8x4. All right. So you can see now we don't have a drive band on. We do need to turn the bobbin around on this. Loosen this up. You can unhook this brake band now. You don't need to take it off. You can just leave that hanging there, but you don't need to use that while it is in double drive mode. It is very important when you're swapping to double drive though, that you have your bobbin facing the right way. When you're in Scotch tension, the small end is to the orifice. But when you're in double drive, you actually switch that around and the small end, you might be able to see it better on one of these wooden bobbins. You can see there's a big end and a small end. So Scotch tension, the small end's towards the orifice. And if you are in double drive, then you have your big end towards the orifice and the small end towards the back there. So I've gone and gotten some thicker cotton. What you want to do is ideally get some painter's tape. So you can tape it to your wheel to stop it from moving around and so you don't have to contort yourself quite as much. We're then going to take our string, I'm going to wrap it around the end of our bobbin, take it all the way around the wheel, then we're going to pop it over the black pulley around the whirl. Going to drop that pulley just slightly. And then navigate a yarn tangle because that's what happens with yarn. Find our end. Just going to cut this. Not doing quite so much yarn. We're going to tie knot. It's like a regular single knot, but you're going around twice, so over, and then you're doing another one of those. I think it's called a surgeon knot, or it might be a square knot. Trim that so you don't have a giant lump there. Okay. So once we have our double drive band set up, you can see we've got it over one of the wells here and as well as the end of our bobbin here. When you start, I've actually got really good take up at the moment. You shouldn't have a strong take up with double drive. It's not like in Scotch tension or Irish tension where you feel like the wheel's almost trying to take the yarn from you. This should be very, very light. If you find you're getting no take up at all, it's usually one of two things. It's you have too much tension on and that's stopping the mechanism from working, or you don't have enough tension. So if you have too much tension and you're on this setting, then you need to redo your drive band to make sure you've got a little bit of slack in it. And alternatively, if you need some tension applied, all you do is take the string that's over the whirl, make sure it stays on the whirl, and pop that over that black pulley here, and that will give you more tension. In this mode, a lot of people are going to be spinning with a long draw, so that this drive will give you that really smooth, consistent uptake for that. If you find this still isn't giving you enough tension, you can move this up and down. You do need to use a bit more force on it, or oil that joint. It's probably due for an oil on my wheel. And doing that just simply adds a bit more tension on that string for you. And that's all there is to it. So we've gone through how to set up your double drive on this, as well as how to tension it. And it really is just playing with it till you find that sweet spot where you feel like you're getting a really nice yarn without it being pulled from you too quickly. I hope that helps.